Welcome to the second chapter of class 10th supplementary reader, Footprint Without Feet. Chapter name is The Thief's Story by Ruskin Bond. Let's go ahead with the author first. About the author, Ruskin Bond is an Indian author of British descent. He lives with his adopted family in Mussoorie in India, and he was born on 19th May 1934 in Kasauli in Punjab. His notable works are Our Trees Still Grow in Dehra, A Flight of Pigeons, and The Blue Umbrella. He has been awarded with many awards, and you can see here that Sahitya Academy Award, Padma Shri, Padma Bhushan, Lifetime Achievement Award, which was given in 2017. Firstly, about the main characters. See, in this story there are two main characters. First one is Hari Singh. Hari Singh is a thief of 15 years old, and second is Anil, who is a writer who writes for magazine and lives a simple life, innocent life, who is very trustworthy. Now I am going to explain the chapter with the help of summary slide wise, so you go through the slide carefully. See the first slide here, I have made slide wise summary, so it may take some time. Summary is like that. A young boy of 15 years whose name is Hari Singh. His profession is to cheat others and get money, get things for his life. That is his job, you can see. So what he does, he becomes employee of some person and he cheats the same person by working with that person. Now he is looking for a person whom he can cheat next, and he meets Anil. He starts friendly talk with him, praising his body. Actually he meets him at a wrestling, where wrestling is going on. Anil is watching that wrestling and he is looking for a person whom to talk. So he finds Anil and he goes there, and Hari Singh starts conversation by admiring him, that you are looking robust, you are looking like athlete one. Anil, who is a writer, he also responds, gives response in the same way, that you are also looking like the same. It means you also do wrestling, I think, though both are so lean and thin that they don't look like any robust or athlete, but they say like that. While doing conversation, Hari Singh asks job. He says that I am looking for a job, and if you can give me a job it would be wonderful. When Anil tells him that he is not capable of keeping someone as an employee or giving some money, so for some time Hari Singh thinks that he had chosen a wrong person for his purpose. He thinks like that, he has chosen a wrong person for his purpose, but he thinks that okay, now I cannot do anything, let me go ahead with this person. So he says that okay, you do one thing, you just feed me, it will be enough for me. Anil asks that do you know how to cook food? He said that yes, I know how to cook food, and this way Anil gives him a job of house, means he could work with him as a house or assistant, or household works he could do. You see what happens in the evening. Anil asks Hari that you make food, and Hari makes. It is quite surprising that Anil has to give that food to stray dogs because it was not cooked properly. He gets angry. Anil gets angry and he says to Hari that you go and look for job somewhere else. But Hari, who has already decided to work with him, he did not go anywhere. Rather he is looking nearby here his house for a long time, and by this Anil is impressed by his personality, by his insisting of a particular thing, and he said that okay, come, I'll teach you how to cook food. And he also decides that he will not teach only cooking, rather he will teach him how to learn, how to read, how to write sentences also, all that things. It was quite pleasing for Hari to work with Anil. Every morning he makes tea, and he goes to market to bring daily routine things, and he does household small works. In this way everything is going smoothly. When he goes to market, when he goes to market, so he saves 1 rupees per day as he is saving, or by stealing, or what you can say, that how he saves 1 rupees per day. Now see, if we talk about Anil, so Anil makes money by fits and starts. It means he doesn't make money on regular basis. He writes for magazine, he borrows money first week, spends on his food, on his other things, and next when he gets check or money, then he repay the previous one, and with the remaining amount he enjoys with his friends. He keeps waiting for next check for paying the previous one, and once he gets, then starts spending all the money. One evening he comes with a small bundle of notes, and Hari Singh thinks that he has been working with him for almost 1 month and hasn't done anything. So it was quite against his profession. Though he has the another key, he could go anytime outside, he could come anytime inside the house, and he could do anything with the house, or whatever household things were there, he could run away with that also. But he doesn't do anything. He thinks that now this is the time to do his real job, and if he is out of practice for long time, then he cannot do anything. But he says that now I have been out of practice for a long time, so let me do something new. And new is what? To rob Anil. What happened next? He decides finally that he is going to rob Anil. Actually, when he came, Anil was living in a room, so there was a balcony. So Anil said that you have to sleep in balcony only. That's why he was sleeping in balcony every day. Now this day when he is planning to rob, Anil is asleep on the bed. He is sleeping very deeply. Hari Singh is sitting on the floor of balcony. He thinks that if he takes the money and catches 10:30 express to Lucknow, he thinks that he takes the money and goes to station, so he will be safe. He makes final that he is going to rob. He creeps to the Anil's bed quietly. Hari takes money which was kept under the mattress. Slowly he goes and takes out the bundle from there, and he goes out of the room. He ties the note bundle on his waist with the help of his pajamas string, and then he starts running very fast. He starts so fast that he could not see back. He doesn't see backside, and he keeps running very fast. When he covers quite distance, then he slows down his speed, and then he starts walking. And while walking, he counts the note. He counts that there are 600 rupees in 50s rupees. 50s, it means 50 rupees note, 600. So he had around a 12 50 rupees note. He thinks that he could live a comfortable life 1 week or 2 weeks very nicely with the help of this money. See, he reaches the station and goes straight to the platform, because he has never purchased any ticket in life for going one place to another place by train. He goes straight to the platform. He sees that the train has started moving. It is not very fast. He could run and catch the train, but he gets confused and he hesitates. While he is hesitating, the train picks up the speed and train goes from the platform. Now he finds himself alone there. He has no idea where to spend night. He has no friends also, and if some friends are there, he doesn't want to trouble them. He doesn't want to stay in nearby hotel because he feels that unnecessarily questions and inquiry will be there, that who are you, where are you coming from, why do you want to stay, so many things, and that's why he doesn't want to keep in this trouble. Now who is left, who is known to him? Only Anil. Anil is the person in the city whom he knew, but he has robbed the same person. But even then, now he thinks what to do. He comes back from the station and he walks slowly through the bazaar. He thinks that in his short career as a thief, he has made study of people's faces. He says that the greedy man shows fear, the rich man shows anger, and the poor shows acceptance. But what about Anil? Anil's face would be, he thinks that Anil's face would be a touch of sadness, not for loss of money, but loss of trust, because Anil has given a lot of trust on Hari Singh. He has given the key, he has given each and everything of house to handle. See here, Hari Singh sits on a bench. The night is chilly. It is early November and it's drizzling, raining little bit. Soon it starts raining heavily. He gets completely wet and feels cold. His shirt and pajama stick to his body. He feels what to do. He goes to bazaar and sits under a shelter of the clock tower. It is midnight. The notes are damp from the rain and he feels very much cold. He thinks Anil's money. This is the Anil's money. In the morning, he would give me 2 or 3 rupees to go to cinema and enjoy. But now that all money is mine. Actually, in excitement of theft, he forgets about his dream. His dream was to get education and be a big person. He knows that education, he knows that his dream is that to be educated. He knows that once he starts writing like an educated man, there would be no limit what he could achieve. It means he could become a big person. That was his dream. Now he is confused what to do. He decides to go back to Anil and learn to read and write. He runs fast. He goes back to room feeling very much nervous. He is feeling very nervous there. He thinks it's easier to steal, but it's difficult to return undetected without knowing anyone. He opens the door quietly and keeps the money under the mattress, the same way how he took out, though he could feel the breathing of Anil on his hand while keeping the money. But quietly he keeps there and he goes to bed. Next morning, he wakes up late and finds that Anil has already made the tea. Though every day he was making the tea, but today Anil has already made the tea for him. Anil gives him tea, offers him tea, that you take tea, and he, in his hand, in Anil's hand, he notices that, who notices? Hari. Hari notices that there is a note of 50 rupees in his hand. Hari thinks that he has been discovered, means Anil has got to know that what I have done. But Anil tells him that he has got some money and he will be paid. Hari will be paid regularly now. He takes the money. He gives the money to Anil, gives money to Hari. Hari takes the money and feels that the note is still wet from the night's rain. Anil tells him that today they will learn to write whole sentences. Anil knows, but neither his lips nor his eyes shows anything to Hari. Hari Singh smiles at Anil in his most appealing way. The smile was a real smile. It was from his heart. It was not artificial one, because he felt some kind of change in himself. See, here the lesson ends. and we can get many messages from this lesson. We can get that an honest teaching can change the heart of anyone. If a child does mistake in a young age, so if child is given proper care and opportunity, so child can be transformed into a bad to good person. It's very easy to adopt bad ways or do wrong things, but difficult to make such person or bring such person in the right way. It is quite difficult, but it is possible. The author here wants to convey the same message, that the young who is misguided, who has chosen the wrong path, can be brought on the right path by education, by proper care, or ignoring sometime his mistakes, and can be brought on the right track. This is the message of the story. I hope you might have understood the story nicely. With the help of this story, you have to write the questions which are given in your book, which has been already given a link where you can download your text from that one Diksha app is there. From there also you can download. You can download by the Google also directly, putting your chapter name. You can find PDF file. From there questions are there. You have to write the answers of all the questions on the base of this summary. Thank you. Have a nice day.